I'm Absolute Chill, and today we're playing No Man's Sky. We're playing the Expeditions, Expedition 11 to be specific, Voyager, and we're gonna dive right in. We're gonna start a new game, and here we are, Community Expedition 11 Voyager. Time remaining 2 months, so we have 2 whole months to play this thing, which is great. The more time, the better. And this is the only way to start an expedition. You start a new save, and you dive right in. This expedition is supposedly going to be different from other expeditions because it's going to be taking place on a... I think we're starting on a freighter, which is great. I've never had this happen. A lot of expeditions in the previously have started on planets, and you take off with your base ship, very base materials, and then you begin. This time, you're starting your expedition on a freighter in a... hopefully a dissonance system. We gotta go through this entire first beginning, which is a little annoyance, but don't you worry, we'll get it right started. Now the good thing about this is now in the bottom left hand side it'll tell you what system you're on, which is Oishida, but it'll tell you the system race. So we're in the Gex system, which is great to know, because if you're trying to do some missions or challenges and you don't know what the heck kind of mission galaxy you're in, this is gonna be really useful for us. Thank you so much. See ships arriving and going. Thank you so much, Telemon. Now, thank you. There it is, Expedition 11, Voyagers. Awesome. Let's begin. Now, something to note is you'll notice that we're starting with bare minimum nothing, and that's completely okay. That's completely fine. Don't you worry about that. And a lot of the filler spot there that fills up a lot of these gaps is these challenges. So there's 5 phases. Each gives you 8 challenges, and each challenge comes with its own rewards. So there's nanites, mod tool expansions. You're not just starting out with nothing. Once you get into this expedition and get it over, the save reverts back to normal, and you get to keep all this loot. So this is a good place for a lot of players starting this game to get a save started, because you're not going to be starting a save with bare nothing like a normal save. You're going to be starting with all these good loot, and you get to do this expedition, which is fantastic. You get exclusive rewards, which are right here. We'll go right over. Electric jetpack trail. We get navigator poster plans, analysis wonder poster plans. The big one right now is the construct salvage companion, which is a big one. And then the ragged tent plans, and so on and so forth. You get all these exclusive stuff. So let's begin. Let's begin on our ship and try to find our planet. So step 1 in our expeditions. Let's go over our phase 1. And don't you worry, I'm gonna make 5 of these videos, each one exploring each phase. So you can play along with me, and that way you'll get all your phases done and covered, and we'll do it together. So we gotta set foot on land, we gotta warp to a new system, establish a base, discover 14 creatures, explore pen on foot, adopt 2 companions, learn 6 Gek words, and reach the first rendezvous. So this one is kind of gonna be tough. 8,000 units is a lot of units to travel, but a lot of the other ones are super simple, super easy. So we're gonna get right over those. Let's begin. Departure of Kokama. Let's kind of rechange it to departure of... what's a good word for exploration? There you go. It's a good name for a ship. It's a C class. And a pro tip for everybody. So a lot of expeditions don't require you to go to anomalies right away, of course, for obvious reasons. But when you get to the stage where you get an option to go, there's a bonus tip where if you have completed previous expeditions before, you can get the ships those exclusive ships you have unlocked. So you have the Golden Vector, the Utopia Speeder. All these different things are for the taking. Of course, you can take the one that is best suited. You get best space out of them, and you can sell the other ones for parts and resources. Get you some good beginner cash, a couple of millions of units to get you started. So I think I'm going to set right off to this flourishing planet, but I kind of want to explore the other one, so I'm going to boost away from this asteroid field to give us some free space. There you go. I feel a sneeze coming. It's not going to be good.
2.
Excuse me, everybody. Just turned the AC on. It's getting me going. Alright, there you go. Just turned the AC off. Alright, so I think we get to travel to a Dissonance planet, and I'll tell you why, and it has a lot of bonuses to it. So, good thing about Dissonance planets is they have, so what does it say? 35 refineries? Okay, so we'll go to 35 refineries, maybe it'll help us get started. So a lot of people are great, and they set up these bases. And, so there you go, 80 units of deep dive. And so they'll help you achieve a lot of the challenges that it's tough to complete. Okay, so Star System 35 refineries probably gives you a lot of good goodies to get you started. There's the base expeditionary and A1, so let's try going to 80 units of deep sea base and see if it helps us achieve one of the challenges. And to all the players who do this, thank you very much. Your help is very much appreciated, and it'll make our expedition efforts a lot more easier. Now you guys are wondering when I've started playing this game, with this expedition specifically past the release date. It's been a couple of days. I've taken a couple of days. Of course, this has been the week where Starfield Early Access opened, so I have been streaming Starfield. I'll be making videos on those, so that's been taking quite a bit of my time. But, of course, I'm back to where my heart belongs, which is No Man's Sky. 7 years of playing this game, and I've never made videos about it because I've been too lazy, and I regret it. But I'm gladfully here now, and this is where we begin. So, oh dear lord, kind of diving deep here. Gentleman has made us a lovely ladder all the way down. So I'm kind of just falling down to the base and using my jetpack a little bit, because if I, of course, fall down too quickly, I'll be affected. There we go. Lovely. Under pressure, explore 80 units beneath waves. And that is done. Thank you so much, player. Let's give you a little shout out. CRAAKK. Crack. Thank you so much for building this base. We really appreciate you doing this. And now we have gotten ourselves Phase 4 challenge, 80 units deep. It's one of the tougher ones, I say so myself. So let's continue on our way to Phase 1. But we're doing the challenges for planet side, which is 50 creature planets, powerful mining beam upgrade, and hyperdrive plants, which is great. And there we go. And we need the hyperdrives, of course, to get ourselves off this godforsaken planet, which is our Phase 2 challenge 2. And let's get ourselves off. Lovely little teleport. That would have saved us some laddering, but that's alright. That's all good. So, now we have our very basic stuff, which is getting our 50 creature pellets and hyperdrive planes. We're going to go to a sufficient big land space. Instead of a little island. There we go. A little beach coast action here. That's fine. And we're going to try to make ourselves some units. And the way to do this is, of course, going for gravitino balls. And the Dissonance planets are well known for gravitino balls. So make sure you take the time and get yourself some basic loot to make some basic units. You see there's, of course, a pirate trying to flag us. And we're going to take no part in that and just head straight down. Now, do be careful, is if you're even on the surface and a pirate does spawn, they'll try to attack you on the surface and try to kill you. And of course, a lot of times they are successful, so do mind yourself, be careful. There they are. Dissonant sentinels. A good tip over here is you'll need a lot of oxygen to get your life support done. The music is not being kind to us. Thank you. Very epicness. If you find yourself on a planet with a lot of these hazardous flora and fauna, or I should say flora, they provide oxygen, which is base essential for power supplying, charging your life support units. So take some time to mine some of these, destroy these, and collect oxygen. In the beginning, it's going to be very essential you have some of this, because while you're focusing on other projects and challenges, you're not going to be able to focus on the main items, which is charging your life support, your shields. So you need some sodium and some oxygen, kind of your base needs right there. Oh, and lovely, we spawned right next to a beautiful walking miners? Is that what you would call them? Still too new for my taste to remember these guys. Inverted distant resonators to provide inverted mirrors, which gives you a sufficient amount of nanites, but of course mining one of those is like, you know, kicking a beehive. So be yourself careful. There you go. You can see one of a beastly predators hunting. Very fantastic. So we're gonna make ourselves some pets here. Hello there, big fella. A proto-gek here. And of course adopting a companion. Hey there. Looks big fella's excited. And we're on our way to completing some of the base missions. Just collect yourself 2 companions. Give them little pets. Give them a little bit of treats. Fantastic. Alright, lovely. And as we're here, let's get ourselves some of those bigger lad boys. Hey there. I know you're eating yourself some meal, but I'm going to give you more meal and adopt you as a companion while my view is instructed by some grass. Looks who's happy. Who's a happy boy. And we've completed the companion challenge. Of course. As I do with most of my lovely companions, I give them food and love. Look at you, look at your buddy, you're so happy. Look at you, so happy. Look at the big buddy right there. Alright. Give him some space while we mine and kick the beehive, as it were. We're gonna start getting attacked, which is completely normal. Hover around, get some space. In the beginning, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. Get some of this stuff. That's alright. Take your time. Of course, if you need to run away and come back, run away and come back. There we go. So you see it's starting to spark. It's okay, it's completely normal. Almost there. And there she goes. Get yourself some inverted mirror, and once we refine that inverted mirror, we can get a couple of bigger nanites. Oh, lovely. Get some oxygen right here. So oxygen plants are, of course, very helpful. Give you a lot of good big inner oxygen, so you don't have to, of course, go around and mining hazardous flora and fauna. There we go. And collect some sodium here too. Fantastic. So you can see the sentinels are kind of chasing me right now. What I'm going to try to do is kind of bait them around and go right across, taking a little bit of damage, pick up some gravitino balls, and head our way out back onto land. Run away from the hunting swarm. And I should be running, which is what I should be doing. And so I'm kind of not using my sprint and building up my nanites. There you go. Corrupt swarm for baiting. Fantastic. Okay, so not only we have collected some gravitino balls, but we have run away from the corrupted sentinels. Just the easiest way to make some money is a distance planet, because they don't try hard to capture you and they're super slow. Best way to get yourself some bigger units. Alright, so we're gonna try to get ourselves some knowledge stones while we're here too, and build ourselves some refiner. Some normal sentinels here, keeping an eye out. Oxygen plant, lovely. Alright, so let's build up our nanites. I mean, our leg units, distance units. And the best way kind of doing this is lunging, or melee, as it were. If you're meleeing, your foot count increases ever so slightly, but it does. And better than sprinting too. So if I select Expedition of Foot here, you'll notice if I'm running, going up a substantial rate. If I melee, goes up a large amount right there. Of course, downhill the better. So we do it downhill. Buddy! There you go. Go downhill, and it, of course, it does a lot more. Gives us a little bit of boost and helps us out when we're trying to collect these challenges. So I'm going to make my way over to the knowledge stone. And while we do that, I'm going to cut right and give you guys a little bit of transition here. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're almost there, which is great. I always wondered what happens if I ride my companion there. Will it count as steps? Instead of, no, of course it won't. I thought I could cheat the system a little bit, but of course it won't. There we are, here to Knowledge Stone, and collect our first Gek word. Smelling life, take part of knowledge beneath me. They accept knowledge. And we learned the word for Gek. Perfect. So there's another knowledge stone over there, so we're going to try to make our way there, or even up on that hill. The more we can collect, the better. And of course, there's another dissonant resonator here. So we can try making our way there, and also get the resources we need. While I do that, though, pick some of these. Damage containers. Delete the resources here, and we'll give some units or nanites. Or life support gel. Items are great too. So, I'm going to go around and collecting some of the base needs for getting ourselves sorted, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've been running around for quite a bit here. Got ourselves some good stuff. Got me some oxygen, some more gravitino balls, but more so I've collected myself a couple more of the Gek words. And so the best way to get around Gek words is just to roam about, select yourself that is perfect. So weather warnings are, these gravitational anomalies are the best way to get around the planet. So if you have a gravitational anomaly happening at the same time, use it for your benefit. Go around collecting gravitino balls. It's a heck all to collect yourself some units for on-foot units, and go for it. You see, there's a lovely oxygen field here, so I'm gonna collect myself oxygen-rich plant. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
A few minutes later,
and there we have it. Just one last one here. A couple last ones here. Wow! Whoa, 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 whoa! So it turns out there might have been 2 oxygen-rich fields right next to each other, giving us so much more. So now you notice the gravity's a lot less here because of the storm that's happening. So now you can fly around like Superman, or Iron Man, I should say, and collect all the gravitino balls as you need, and use it to travel and get yourself some Gek knowledge words. So doesn't seem like we have any, but we do have a lot of gravitino balls here, so we can go around collecting some. Hello there. And let's try to find ourselves knowledge stone, which is right down here at the food. Be careful of these hazardous fauna. And of course, there we have it. More gravitino balls. Fantastic. Of course, the knowledge stone. Hello there. Ignore the sentinels for you. So we're making good progress right there. Careful of running out of jetpack, but the one thing you'll notice is that the jetpack will recharge itself as you're near because of this gravitational anomaly, so you don't have to worry about running out, and you can kind of actually hover if you really wanted to for a really long time. You can actually just be Superman and just kind of hover for as long as you want, as long as you manage the most initial burst of jetpack right there. There we go. Just got ourselves another knowledge stone. Do we have any more? Yep, there's one right there. Let's get our way there. Oh, we've already done it. We've learned 6 words, and there we go. Easiest way to do it. Storm's clearing, so the gravitational anomaly is going to be, of course, going to be going away now. So make sure you get some nice footing before you do that, or you'll land really hard and you'll hurt yourself. But of course, it will take a little bit of time before you do it, so you'll have a little bit of time to kind of muck around. There it is. Gravity's back to normal. And you'll notice our ship's too far away to actually get there. So we can actually just fly to it, or we can just call it here since it's so far away and we want to go and sell our stuff. So let's give us a little bit of distance between the sentinels and us, just so they don't catch us. There you go. Super easy to get away from these guys. Call our ship here, and now we have whopping stack and a half of gravitino balls, 400,000 units and 240,000 units. So that's easily 640,000 units we easily got, and you don't need to worry about messing around with too much of mining and refineries and all that nonsense. Alright, so let's head ourselves to the station, which should be very close by, because this is the closest planet to the station. There we go. There we have it. Entering a space station full of ships. The music, of course, gets super epic when you land in a space station, and I love it every single time. Also, look at this ship. She's looking lovely. If you want the ship with these lower fins, just head on over to Expeditions. It's the very first system with Sheeta. But if you want to know what the coordinates are, there we are. There's the coordinates. Just head on over and you can get yourself this ship. Shabbat. Quick picture. Just in case I forget. Alright. So what we can do is we can actually go here. Sell these. Get ourselves 5 microprocessors. And lovely. So once we have microprocessors, we can actually put them into hyperdrive. Get to building the hyperdrive. Now if you really don't want to bother mining copper, refining copper, I suggest talking to these guys on the ships. The ship pilots usually carry some chromatic metal, so if you get lucky, you can actually get chromatic metal or copper, which is better than actually going around mining stuff. Saves you a lot of time in the long run. So you go, offer a trade, and there we have it. 488 chromatic metal. Thank you so much, and you just spend a little bit of your money, and then you have tons load of units still left, and on top of that, you have your hyperdrive built. Easy. Get yourself some housing with ferrite and oxygen. I usually get 2, but if you don't have enough ferrite, that's completely fine. So I'm going to go to this gentleman here. I've noticed he's selling ferrite. And of course, if you have better standing, the pilots actually give you better prices than the station. So I usually end up talking to these pilots a lot more than the station itself. Get us some good deals. There you go. Get 4 of these going. And the next step of getting the hyperdrive fuel to leave the system is antimatter, which we need condensed carbon. And this is why the main reason to mine a lot of carbon. But if you, of course, have not mined carbon and you're at the station with a little bit of cash, a little bit of moolah, offer trade. Seems like he's not carrying any carbon. And a lot of times they will be carrying some of these base essential resources, so you can get them from there. Let's see if this guy has any. He does not. Okay, it seems like they're going to make my life hard for me, and I will actually have to go to the planet and get some. That's lovely. Alright. Well, it seems like I will see you guys there as I'm about to crash headfirst into a spaceship. Lovely. We got 320,000 units, so that's great. Force relics, spawn relics, and the scented bottle. Stuff so we can sell and make money off of. Great. So that stuff also comes in handy when you're trying to make some initial moolah, initial units. And increase our inventory space from that reward. Thank you so much. Alright, so we'll be doing these 2 next. But as you're on these planets, remember to scan these creatures for this expedition. Each of these discoveries are scored. Of course, not our first, but they count as a discovery. So get your scans in. And each planet you go to, make sure you get this done. So you can slowly build up your way to getting that challenge, which is right there. There you go. We went from 2 to 6. And slowly build your way up to getting to completion. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a portable miner. So we can place it down. Or portable refiner, I should say. So we're missing a metal plate. Get ourselves metal plating. Put this fellow down. Oh, and of course, we're in someone else's territory, so we cannot do that. So we'll have to go a little further away. It's completely normal. So let's do that. Let's just travel right on the edge of the boundary of this fellow's base. Not violating his personal space. And there we are. Fill it with some carbon to refine some carbon. Since we need a lot more, we're going to be using these trees to mine some. Deforestation, of course. Oh, and our weapon charge is depleted. There we go. And And that's what I said about getting it recharged as you mine, because the carbon you mine can put you straight into this mining laser. Alright, so let's take our time to just mine these things. Alright, sweet, 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 sweet. Got 236 carbon, which is great. The bigger the trees, the better, because you can actually get a lot of substantial amount of carbon right away. So there you go. Let's begin that. And while we're here, we're going to mine some more trees just to get more carbon. If you see any creatures you haven't seen before, make sure you check. There you go. So we have not scanned these fellas before. Get ourselves another creature to scan. Continue just finding this big one, and then we can take off from this planet. There we go. 83. We're actually just gonna quickly refine some more. Hello. While we build some antimatter. There we go. Okay, so perfect. So since most of our stuff is on Starship, we'll have to go back to it. That's completely okay. I'm gonna pick up this. And now be careful just picking up your refiner by base building, because a lot of times your refined items can get deleted. A small bug that can happen occasionally, so make sure you collect all the items and get them out. Of course, you don't need to collect your fuel that you fueled up with. That stuff you'll get automatically, but the input resources and the output resources do need to be taken out manually, which does kind of suck, but it's okay. Little bits of problems here and there. Alright. I'm just saying no to any of the steps I'm getting. Just to save us some time. Wonderfully. And now we can actually head on our way to oh. There we go. And I'm gonna actually build one more of the housing just to get one more build. Perfect. Put these in. And we got 100% hyperfuel hyperdrive charge. So we're gonna head off into space, into another system. Try to establish a base. Hopefully we get a nice paradise planet. So let's go. There we are. Off to Sheeta, heading towards Expedition Rendezvous 1. Okay, there we are. Just a reminder that... There you go, we got an expedition there. Just a reminder that I do not... these transitions are been put in post-edit, and the game does not just cut straight to a new system. I wish it did. There's a load time in between, which you guys will experience, but for your sake and time, I'm just gonna cut those out because they'll save us some time and gonna get us going to different systems and get the phase 1 completed faster. Ancient bones, which are also another money item, will come in handy. Copper, smelted cobalt. Let's try to find ourselves an okay planet. So that's a rocky planet. So this system has been completely depleted of any good resources. We got Pythos over there in Crystal World. That's completely okay. I wonder if we can actually go to the anomaly now. Perfect. And so now, since we're able to go to the anomaly, we can head on over, get rid of this ship, and collect our other ships. If you have them. If you don't, that's completely okay. You can use the first method I showed you to collect some money, some initial money, and that's fine too. They'll do just a good job. Expedition rewards. Gonna update our character too. Trying to make him a little bit cooler. Get some robotic arms, legs, arms, torso. Careful paw. Construct skull. Construct digs. Sweet. Let's work our way down. We can find ourselves the ships. There we go, I saw it. The Golden Vector. Compare. So she's an S-class ship. A lot of potential damage, shield strength, and maneuverability. Claim free ship. Lovely. And if you go up, you'll notice, of course, we have the Topia Speeder. As we scroll to it slowly. There we are. And we can get the Topia Speeder, of course. Way better than the golden Vector, but it'll cost you a little bit of nanites, and that's completely okay. Someone has a worm, a floating worm as a pet. So these worms are, of course, an expedition item. And so if you do not have an expedition, you will not be able to get them. I'm gonna quickly change my avatar. I'll be right back, and I'll show you what I end up with as a final result. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. There we go. I've changed my avatar to Atlantid. Looking really cool. Really cool, I'll be honest. This head is a fantastic addition, and it suits so well with all the other body parts. So let's continue, and I kind of want to... I really want to get back to flying the Topia Speeder. Alright, there we go. Just landing in, just did a little transition to us just straight into the freighter. Just don't want to take any more of your time than we need to, because it's going to be a super long video as it is. And I try to keep this as short as possible, but you know how it goes in the No Man's Sky world. Alright, there we have it. Our speeder. I'm going to quickly take all this stuff from the speeder on our inventory. Tritium. Problem is we just charged this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move technology, or wonder if I can uninstall it. So this this might be a little troublesome because we just charged this and now we're kind of stuck. But I do believe when you get something from... Oh, did we just get a... we just had a red... Wow. We just had a red exotic land right in front of us. What are the chances? Of course, if you want a red exotic, you can come back to this system. It might be a first spawn, so tag along, but I'll of course mark the date that I saw it, and I'll do some testing and see if it is a first wave or first spawn, as some people call it. Interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, so it does come with a fully charged hyperdrive, and I love that. It also comes with an infra knife, which is my favorite weapon, and it comes with all these different S-class engine upgrades, so you can just get straight into destroying enemies. And there you go. I'm going to organize it like this, right around the main source. That way we get the most efficient benefits out of it. There you go. Perfect. Now let's get on going. Our speeder is 1,000 maneuverability, 400 damage potential, and 200 shield strength. So let's get on going. She's looking gorgeous and feeling gorgeous. I love it. Sweet. Love the maneuverability. Alright, what was our next step? Establishing a base. So, if you are playing to make this your main save as you're beginning the game, I would say, or you're just playing normally, I'd say do not worry about where you set up this base. This is just for the challenge. Once you're done with it, delete it, move on. It doesn't matter. Okay? As long as you complete the base challenge and just get it going, that's all that matters. Quickly scratching my ear. These headphones do get it sweaty in my ear. Make it really uncomfortable at times. Alright, so we're gonna go to Expedition and collect the rewards and give you base computer plans, which is great. Perfect. Completed Interstellar. Base computer. Place it down. Set up a base. And so it's not just simple as claiming a base. You will actually have to place a couple of the base items. That's okay. Place them, remove them, get all the resources back, and move on. So that's what we're going to do here. Very basic setup here. So it's going to tell you, if you select phase 1, it's going to tell you that you need to set up a certain type of things. So we're just going to build up a very basic thing here. Oh, hello. There we go. Base walls. A little gateway is a door. And then, of course, some very elementary roofing. Of course, this is going to be a little bit difficult the way Minecraft build system works. There we go. And then once you get inside this, Hopefully. Apparently not. Apparently it's too small. Alright, let's just make it slightly bigger. There you go. Perfect. Messing up my wall placing here. Seems like we run out of carbon, so we're just going to quickly mine some of the carbon here. Get this base going. Alright, there we go. Mine a little bit more of the carbon. And so now I'm just going to place it down. Place the walls down. And then just do the corners. That way, super simple. So it's 15 base parts. And I think this is done. I don't even have to build this little thing. But there you go. And there we are. Establish the base. So let's just do a 4x4 base. Super simple. And then once you're done, just delete all of it. Flash and speed right there. And there we go. We got all our carbon back. So we don't need to worry about losing carbon. And then just move on. Oh, hello. Of course, if you cannot pick up the base, you're fine. You don't need to. You can just move on without it. Just leave a little remnant pod. There we go. Alright. Let's move on. And that challenge is done. Kabamo. Kabalamo? Decorative base parts, of course. Let's move on to the next challenge, which is 7 more creatures I have to scan. Oh, and we were right next to Runaway Mole. Good for nanites. Got a lot of different base parts, so it's gonna get annoying. We'll have to just mind the noise. There we go. So as we collect all these resources, and I mean scan all these animals. There we go. I think we just need 2 more, I believe. 4 more. There we go. There's another one there. Oh dear. Okay, that's fine. Completely normal. You've dealt with that stuff before. Maybe a couple of the flying ones. So if you don't know which one to scan, and if there's some of the rare ones, don't even bother. See rare, uncommon. Don't bother with those. They'll take too much time. Just move on to the next planet, and that way you'll save a lot of time, and you'll get this expedition done swiftly. There we go. Excuse me, everybody. I just hit you guys. Well, I hit the mic. And you guys are kind of my mic and my computer, so I tried not to hit you guys too much. Ah, there it is. Pop it in. I'm a very narrow setup, so it takes time to it's weird to kind of constrict my movement in my chair. All right, I'm just gonna go. It's a dead planet, so this is not gonna give us any goodies there. A couple of the plants here. Scan them. Oh, there. Glacial planet. It will probably have some goodies. We just came from a damp planet, didn't we? Parched planet. There is a tropical planet, so let's just head on over there. Alright, here we are. Entering the planet atmosphere. Just land by this little doohickey. And the reason I kind of like to land by these is they have a set landing area and you can kind of land by them. In this case, not so much. Kind of put us out there. But that's okay. Nice tropical planet. I'm loving it. Let's wait for the animals to spawn while we just kind of hunker down in this place. We can extract some nanites while we're here. And there we are. We have a group of birds that might be a grouped animal. Nope. There we have a forest animal kind of coming by us. Oh, just disappeared. What? Never seen that before. Hello? Oh, there we are. That's some flying burbs. Perfect. 3 more. There we are, fella. A flying turtle, as it were. Or armadillo. Goofy looking animals there. What is that? Whoa. And it disappeared. Oh god, hello. There's some fast-moving creatures here. This for 2 more. I'm hoping this planet is abundant in fauna. But it doesn't seem like it. Interesting. There's definitely a lot of things, but a lot of them are rare or underwater. And that's kind of the nip in the bud, is if you have a lot of rares, probably going to be really tough to find them. So it's best to just cut your losses and move on. Yep. Definitely going to recharge my thing here. Yeah, it's best to just cut your losses and move on, because you're definitely not going to find strike gold here. And a lot of these creatures are, you know, they come out when it's nighttime, come out when it's underwater, specific conditions, in caves. And so it's just best to just move on to the next planet, which it's going to be a tough one, because we've been to a lot of these, and a lot of these are dead ones. I think Glacial one is probably going to be the next, and we can move on. Or, I think what we're going to do is we can actually travel to next system, head our way closer to the expedition galaxy. There we go. We're just going to jump straight to this fella. Oh, this fella. Hello? This seems like either one is fine. Alright, here we are. Perfect. Making our way downtown. There's a bountiful planet over there. There's an irradiated planet over there. There is hot planets. All these planets at some point do have creatures, so we're going to head on down. And hopefully we'll find the last couple of remaining creatures. Of course, it's telling us to claim the under pressure challenge, but I'm gonna wait until we get to phase 4, just because. Alright, so let's get on down to this planet. It seems very arid and unlivable, but of course, as we've noticed, No Man's Sky biomes are very diverse, and a lot of times when you think a planet's dead, it's not really dead. There's definitely creatures around, so I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes here, see if we can find a couple creatures. And there we have. We already have a first being. Anyone closer? Hello there, fella. There we go. I'm gonna give him a little treat. There you go. Have a treat, buddy. And we're gonna move on to the next challenge, which is, let's get an expedition tab here. Pilgrim on foot and get to rendezvous 1. Okay, so we're kind of reaching our end of challenges here, and so I'm gonna take care of the 8,000 units walking off screen, so you guys don't have to take part in this. But it's gonna be really difficult, and 8,000 steps is a lot of steps to kind of cover. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna get this thing done, and once we're done, we can go straight to the rendezvous planet and get to rendezvous 1, completing phase 1. Alright, so here we are, coming to our end. I'm gonna actually go to my ship. We have only a couple steps left, and there we are. We're done. We're done with 8,000 units of walking. That was a lot of walking. I spent like 20 minutes walking here. Alright, let's finally finish this phase 1 with getting to rendezvous point 1. Alright. So select the galaxy. Ambatau Dawn. Interesting name. That was a lot of walking, trust me. Oh my god. I suggest you all, instead of flying around on these planets, just take your time to walk, because it is insanely easy to do, but it's also insanely painstaking to just sit there and walk. Don't do that. That is by far the worst thing you can do. Alright, let's head on over to the rendezvous point, marked by this lovely golden diamond. There's a lot of people are just heading their way there. A lot of times these planets are chosen because they're stormy planets, so when you get there it's all clouded, it's tough to see. I'm hoping this is not the case, but even if it is, let's hope for the best, because if your visibility is decreased, it's tough to see where you're going to land, and then you have to walk around like an idiot, finding the place you're supposed to complete the, expedition or the rendezvous point challenge. And it's super easy. A lot of times it's just an archive or I'm falling a player. An archive or portal or some different NMS structure. And I'm hoping this time it's going to be a structure as well. So I'm kind of going in at night time. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get out of this. Oh, indoor temperatures below -80. We did a challenge that wasn't even meant for this. Phase 2 challenge. Okay, I'll make our phase 2 easier. Alright, let's head on down this way. Let's take a quick gander. There it is. Easy. Okay. Find a place to land. And skadoosh. I've actually landed on a place that's not even a landing pad. That's pretty hilarious. Alright, just head on right in. And I'm pretty sure... Yep, it's Marcus. It's already marked us in towards the archive. Lovely. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just quickly claim these rewards. Let's collect the rewards for 8,000 steps, which is Supreme Movement System upgrade. Powerful life support upgrade. Fantastic. And then let's get ourselves the final collect reward, which is inventory slots, 1,200 nanites, and multi-tool expansion slots, storing augmentations. Great, 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 great. Alright, so you can see all these stuff here. There we go. Perfection. Alright. Alright, I'm going to transfer some of this to freighter. Freighter? Ship's too far away, I guess. Impulse beams can be sold off. Ferry can be stored over here. And I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I'm going to quickly install this here. So, let's see, I've not kind of managed my inventory there. But, of course, putting everything adjacent does give you this boost. And marks it with this glowing box with the color. There we go. Well, that's pretty much it. That is Expedition Phase 1 completed. I'm going to wait for collecting this reward all the way to the end. We're going to collect all 5 together. But this is going to be marking the end of the Expedition Phase 1. I'll see you guys next time in Episode 2. We're going to be completing Phase 2. Until then, hope you're safe, hope you're happy, hope you're doing good. And take care. Bye-bye, everyone.